Hey, good morning. I'm a little behind, I think about a minute behind time. Uh, but welcome to Journaling with me. I was just making myself a cup of coffee. So I'm actually going to finish that up. If you just wait just a moment, I'll get right back to you. And good morning, Catherine. Great to see you. If you are just stepping in today to this session, of Journal with Me, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is the first time, I normally have my coffee and got carried away putting some dishes away. Um, yeah, trying to do too much at one time instead of being easy and breezy. I have plenty of time to do that. Just got off track. But anyhow, um, we're going to wait for a few more people to come on before we start journaling. I hope you're well. Good morning, Dr. Crystal. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'll be right back. Okay, I hope you all are comfortable in your favorite spot and have your beverage of choice if you so choose. We're going to get started here in a minute. I I decided I would sit on my couch today. I just felt like not being so, um, I guess, pronounced or prone or erect on my chair at the table. Decided I would move to the sofa and get comfortable today to start journaling with you. So, welcome to Thursday. And as our sister uh, Maya Angelou says, I haven't seen, it's a beautiful day. I haven't seen this one before. We are up for newness again today. And let's see, I love your kitchen backdrop. It's so clean too. Yeah. Um, yeah, it is clean. I do like a clean kitchen. um, but sometimes there's a few dishes in the sink, and I try to get them out in the morning. I do a lot in the morning. Yeah, so we're gonna get started today on time, and we will be here for our regular session and of roughly an hour, 10 minutes, whatever it takes this morning. And I hope wherever you are comfortable and not, you know, experiencing too much heat because that, that tends to make us groggy, irritable, or just kind of lethargic. And that's what I've experienced in the heat as I've tried to continue my exercise outside because that is what I've been really stressing and making a priority is moving my body. And I started a challenge as well as an accountability partner of Catherine. And we started walking when we were in Mexico and have continued. I have continued. I believe Catherine has too. Catherine's pretty good at moving around and getting her exercise in. So anyhow, we're going to get started with our 20 minutes today of journaling. If this is the first time that you've seen this, I don't think I have properly introduced myself, My name is Kathy Hampton of Wellside Retreats. Wellside Retreats is a transformational destination retreat and life coaching service. I am a transformational life coach, and uh, I help Black women move away from what no longer serves them and help move them to peace, joy, happiness, um, out of stagnation or being stuckation, if that is a thing. And um, one of the tools I use is journaling in retreats as well as in coaching. That is one of the tools that I have um, decided I believe is very important and can be done simply with a pen, a notebook, a piece of paper. I'm using this composition book. It is my avocado book. I haven't finished this book yet, but you can doodle, you can draw, you can um, document whatever you want to express from your heart, mind, and spirit through journaling. So we are going to spend 20 minutes do not doodling, but yeah, doodling if that is your choice. Um, but for this session of journaling, and we are in a virtual community, and yeah, we um, we have a community here of women who are sharing their good vibes, inspiration, um, sharing what's on their hearts, what in their minds. And we also choose or pull affirmation cards, reminder cards towards the end of the session. And we do all of that. So if that is something that you'd like to continue watching or you're interested in, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. You'll be made aware of when a new video is uploaded. So, good morning, my peace. Good to see you. Good to have you here this morning. And yeah, we're gonna get started right now because I keep delaying. We have 20 minutes to start. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And I'll be sitting on my couch. Please get grounded. And the the community knows that they are to calm themselves with 3 cleansing breaths by breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth 3 times at your pace, at their pace, and get yourself comfortable. We'll come back to the other starting points for journaling. But um, if you can check in with yourself, make sure that you know you're acknowledging how you're doing this morning. And we'll get started. I did a little bit of that out of order, but please, please don't hold that against me. Good morning, and let's journal together. Thank you for coming to journal with me. the chimes have let us know that we've come to the end of the 20 minutes of journaling. If you are still collecting your thoughts, documenting, writing, please continue. You can put me in the background and please finish your thoughts. It's very important that you do that. And yeah, I hope that this session was helpful to you. Um, it was a good writing session for me, and I hope it was that way for you as well. Um, Today I had a lot I wanted to discuss. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, but again, if this is something new that you're experiencing by journaling with me in this virtual community of journalers, dreamers, I like to include those because we are all kinds of things and people. We are, writers. We are teachers. We, a few days ago, I picked a card from the reminder deck um, that we aren't necessarily only our titles that we have for ourselves. We our titles are actually within our spirit. But if this is new to you and you've joined this community, you've joined a community where we share good vibrations. It's a worry-free zone. We we know that um, through our actions and our movement that we take for ourselves, that we keep moving through our journey and can face many challenges, but it is how we manage those challenges that make us and get us to that happier place in our lives. So welcome to the community, and do me a favor if in fact you do like what you're hearing and the experience that you are experiencing. um, Give me a thumbs up on YouTube, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and come back when we have more live video or streaming, or when I upload a recorded video, which I really need to do. I've been doing a lot of lives, but I haven't done a lot of recordings. That will come soon. But welcome again if you are here in the community. Um, as we live stream, and I'm going to fix my banner because I think it's a great banner that we have up. But this is a wonderful day. I have never seen this one before. No, we haven't seen this one before, but it's we have to make it a beautiful day, a great day for ourselves. So I'm sure that's what we'll be doing. So let's see if I can get this straight. We can move on, doing a lot of things at one time. So, what I wanted to share with you all is the wellness and healing retreat that myself and two beautiful women attended in San Miguel de Allende. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the healing practices that we experienced in San Miguel. The purpose of not the purpose or the theme of the of this retreat, and will be a theme for other retreats, is cultural wellness and healing. And I wanted to explore and have us explore the culture of Mexico and some of the healing practices that that people take part in for their wellness and possible healing. Um, Usually, if there are people who are feeling some stagnation, feeling unhappiness, feeling um, that their body, mind, and spirit is not um, in a good place, or um, sometimes we know that, sometimes we don't. It's not always something that is in front of us, but can be buried in our bodies, our pain in our bodies, pain in our spirit, and in our mind, being having a cluttered mind, or having so much heavy stuff on our mind that um, there are practices to help with that, including in Mexico. All cultures have their ways of healing and experiencing wellness, or rejuvenation, relaxation, all incorporated in wellness. And so I'm going to share with you what we experienced when we got to San Miguel, what was curated and organized for us. Um, I, did my homework and asked if this was something that could be provided, and luckily, we had a great hostess and organizer in San Miguel to help us with that, and that was Michelle Wedderburn, who directed us to all of those services, and that was actually one of the reasons I chose that place, because I could get some help with organizing it. So when we got there, we experienced the first day of our full day was our session with a young medicine woman, Nina Simone, who guided us through sound bath, or sound bowls and sound bath. But before that, we took part in yoga, did some easy yoga, and we needed it after traveling. We did some movement, some other movement, but we also, and especially, I believe, poignant and effective and impactful was the sound bath, for all of us. It was different. Um, I had experienced sound bath once or twice, but and once was with animals, with as Catherine would know, but it was very moving. And then Nina Simone also sang through a meditation. Um, she had has a beautiful voice. So that was our first day. So all of that um, was experiential for us in different ways. I can't tell you what others felt, and my experience was a form of release with all of that for one day, um, in one session. Release of being tired, um, being stiff. It relaxed me. It was a great experience. The other, um, I think it was the next day. Don't get me wrong. It was full of activity for wellness. The next thing we experienced was a Te Mescal, which is a sauna with heat. It is a very small, enclosed, almost like an igloo. They call the shape of it a oh goodness, a cupola that you see on top of churches sometimes. That round dome shape. But this was a ceremony we participated in that a father and daughter um, team up together to provide these services. And the Temescal ceremony was one that really helped us detoxify. And that's usually what you do in a sauna. This was very, very hot. And because of the intense heat, uh, the creator of this particular dome was provided water at our feet so that we would not be overwhelmed by the heat. And it made it a really great experience to have the water at our feet. We ended up having, before going into the dome, we ended up uh, doing a ceremony with brushing off any bad vibes, and really doing so because we were going to be in the dome together and didn't want to share any bad vibes. So we went through a ceremony to get rid of any stink, any funk that we may have had before entering. And we drank chlorophyll to regulate our heart rate, and so that our heart would not be shocked from the heat once we got in. Um, it was a great ceremony, and it was great results. Um, there was a break between, I forget how much time we spent. I believe it was 30 minutes, and there was a break at 15 minutes if we wanted. Two of us decided to, including me, decided to stay to take a break, and one person stayed for the entire time. I think maybe it was 40 minutes. Um, a great experience for we had rubbed ourselves with clay. It was good for our skin. We use aloe to help exfoliate also once we were in there. Um, and then we had a massage afterwards, a full massage um, by the father who who's met dome. He created the dome. It was a great massage. He was very old school as a massage therapist. I'm going to give him, 12 stars, 15 stars out of 10 for his vital touch. Massage is actually needed in our lives, and it is for everyone. It is not a luxury service that only some can should receive. It is for all of us. Um, and there's a saying that one person needs 3 touches each day to feel well and whole. 3 touches. So if you can imagine how, um, if you live alone, or you aren't in contact with anyone, you don't have a partner who, can greet you, or a family member, anyone, a child, or even a pet, because 3 touches is what we need out throughout the day. So if you are living alone or don't have anyone to give you a hug during the day, hug yourself. It's vital. Touch is vital. And it reminded me of that when this gentleman provided a wonderful. I received a back massage from head to toe, um, and it was really great and healing. Um, we also went to the thermal pools there that they have. There are hot springs throughout San Miguel, out in the countrysides where there's hot, and they've pumped these hot waters into pools that you just walk in and sit down on benches, but and it's something that families participate in. So that was a great experience, and it was really nice because it was somewhat cool in the morning, and then you got into the pool, and it was just refreshing. There are they created caves or cave-like structures so that you can go in and not be in the sun as well as so you wouldn't be getting heat from necessarily the sun and the water. But that was a great experience. One of the last ceremonies that we participated in was the cacao ceremony, and that is for clarification or clarity. And Nina Simone provided that and had all of her instruments available to us, and that one was actually very emotional for me as I brought up happy thoughts, but remembering and getting clarification as to what had happened in my past and where I was um, at that moment. So those were the wellness and healing practices experienced on the retreat um, in San Miguel de Allende that I hosted and curated with Michelle Wedderburn of Casa Elm at her guest house, along with journaling. Along with journaling, for most of the evenings, we journaled, or afternoons, we journaled to as a part of the reflection of our journey there. It was a beautiful experience, and if you are able to experience any of those things, not just in San Miguel de Allende, but in your neighborhood, go get a massage for vital touch, touch that is needed and required. The body responds to touch and starts to heal from that touch. Or get in a sauna. Go to find a place that has a sauna. Um, Go to sit in a whirlpool. Sit in and get water therapy, which is really good for lots of things. Our digestive system reacts to water therapy. Um, it does so much. Um, and sound bowl, the vibrations of sound, music, how healing that can be is um, amazing, amazing. So that's what we experience. I want to encourage you to participate in wellness practices that bring you either uh, healing, but wellness, but also um, self awareness. Self awareness. I tell the story about the girlfriends weekend that I went on several years ago. I was invited to by my sister, and I almost didn't go, but I had a massage once before I went there. But when I got to this place and had another massage, that was actually a massage that was transformational for me. And I realized that I became self aware that I was in pain and didn't even know it. I was walking around in pain. And the massage therapist let me know that she felt how much pain I was in. So that's why I say touch is vital. It's very important um, because if good and great massage therapists, and they are therapists, it's a therapeutic procedure or practice, can feel pain through your body and know where that pain is residing. Um, if they are in uh, really intuitive, yeah. So I encourage you to consider um, getting a massage and regularly. I have attempted to do at least one massage a month, but if to start out, I suggest two if you can find a good kind of independent massage therapist um, would be great to you. What does that have to do with journaling? Well, journaling is another practice that I um, believe in wholeheartedly, of course, based on my experience for self awareness, self activation, self empowerment. Um, and all of these things require action. And in order to move away from what is no longer serving you, me, we, us, action has to be taken. Um, I talked earlier this morning about taking action by walking for my health and my wellness. I've chosen to really up my walking game, hiking game, so that I can lose weight. I can regulate my heart, get my heart stronger, um, get my muscles toned. And I'm doing this challenge, and I feel that I have finally gotten to the point where I desire this movement every day because it makes me feel good. I don't hem and haw about it any longer because I've gotten to that point where it's um, it's a good feeling to go out and get fresh air and get moving. So I want to encourage you, if you can, to take some action for yourself, whether that be going to get a massage, going to get in the thermal pool, going to experience sound bathing. There are a lot of people who are doing that now, and it's a release of energy based on tones and vibrations that stimulate something. I don't know what. I haven't. I need to do my research on sound bathing and sound bowls. I actually have one because I love the sound of them. One day I'll show you the vibrations. It's a large aluminum bowl, but I don't practice sound bathing that much and want to know more about it. But any action you can take for your wellness, I encourage. Um, that's the discussion today. Um, Wellness and healing can take on um, practices of many forms. Find what's right for you. I know that journaling for me, sitting with myself, um, or sitting in community and journaling is very good, has been great. And we experienced um, a lot of ahas, so to speak, um, during this time together. And I will say it was impactful. I will say that the retreat was a success. And I hope that you all will be able to experience a Wellside Retreats sometime with me. Um, so we're going to move on to picking some affirmation cards. If you haven't affirmed yourself today, I encourage you to do so. Yeah, I encourage you to do so. Take a moment to do that. I am, or I will, or affirm what some positive thing that about yourself, to yourself. Celebrate yourself. Very important that we celebrate ourselves. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Catherine, you got a new step counter. Catherine is also one of my accountability walker, walking person. She reminds me that I need to walk. I appreciate you. Yeah, and the step counters are very important. I actually got one similar to yours to clip on to my pants, uh, or I can put it on a lanyard um, also. Dr. Crystal, these practices all sound so wonderfully nourishing for the mind. But yes, they were. They were very, very good. I hope that I described them well um, enough so that you could, get a feeling of what they were all about, their purposes, what their effects would be, might have been. But I encourage you to take part in doing those. One of the things that I want to do right now um, is to choose a affirmation card from the deck of I Am Everything. I'm going to choose one card this morning, mix them up a little bit, see what the cards tell us today. And pick from the top. All right. I am perceptive. And it reads, my intuition is powerful. When I am unsure, my intuition is sure. I strengthen my intuition by trusting it and responding to its impulses. I am perceptive. If you needed that, take that. It's important to trust your gut. Yeah. If you don't trust, the outside, trust inside. Be perceptive. What can you trust? You can always trust your gut. Something inside of you that is perceptive. Very good. And I'm gonna pick from our rest deck. Right, Trisha Hersey from the rest deck. Okay. All right. So this card says, I will reject anything that degrades my divinity. Ooh. Wow. That's a heavy one. That's a heavy duty. I will reject anything that degrades my divinity. That's right. And she goes on to say, when you overwork and exhaust yourself, there is no space for the magic and mystery of rest to move in your life. Your worth is not tied to how much you produce. Remember what is true. Your invitation to deprogram from the brainwashing of grind culture is always present. Reject the things that stand in the way of rest. You are a human being worthy of rest. And the divinity she is speaking of is the ministry of rest. I will reject anything that degrades my divinity. Yes, we have to reject what is not good for us. What is not good for us. A lot of us um, excuse what is not good for us. We we give it a pass. Oh, I must continue to work um, overtime because the job needs me and I need them. But that goes against uh, taking care of yourself a lot of times. The grind culture will have you getting on trains that take you into cities 2 to 3 hours away from your home, driving in traffic, driving in poor weather, doing all manner of things that go against your wellness, against the manifesto, the manifesto uh, of rest is resistance. It goes against all of that. So think about how much you care about yourself. How much do you care about yourself? Yeah. And what is, what is your divinity for yourself, right? What is it that you um what is it that you really have tapped into? What are you aware of for yourself? The goodness for yourself. It takes time. Um, I once had a client who believed that she did not believe in self-care and that she owed it to her family, to her grown children and her husband to only put out and care for them. That was her divinity, but she was not interested or could not see that she had to take care of herself. And it was the saddest thing. Um, I hope that you realize that, you know, we universe, uh, there's lots of love in this world. As you may not know that, but there is, and included in that is self love. That is love for ourselves. So yeah, that was a great card. I could talk about that for a little while, but I can't right now. So yeah, uh, yeah, the job needs me, but I don't need them. Yeah, investors, they invest in you, all right. Not loyal, though. So, you have to watch out for yourself. You have to watch out for yourself. Self empowerment, self preservation. Please take time to care for yourself. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that. So, I want to leave you with something today. I don't normally give any homework. There's no homework really, but I do want to leave you something to consider today before we get off. And that is, I ask you if you would define your success and celebrate your success. So write that down. How do I define my success? And how will I celebrate my success? First of all, you have to figure out what is your success? What is your success? Okay. So I guess the other order would be what is your success? Define your success. And then how are you going to celebrate your success? I believe that we, have a lot of self negative talk going on, a lot of a lot of bad, negative talk, and we don't celebrate ourselves enough. We are always, I shouldn't say we always. It's a broad brush. We often. It is. It is a bad habit that we have to not speak kindly of ourselves or give ourselves grace. So I want you to take the time to write down, note, document what is your success? How do you define your success? Celebrate your success. And then the next thing is, how are you healing? If you've experienced some trauma, some horrible event in your life, some not so horrible event in your life, a physical happening, a physical problem, how are you healing from any and all of that? Or pick one. How are you healing? We go through a lot of change, trauma, bad experiences, bad relationships, poor relationships, questionable things that are questionable that would stay on our minds. How are you moving away from that? How are you healing? How are you healing? And it takes a while to heal. But grief will usually stay with us sometimes for a long, long time. Um, but how are you managing and coping or healing? Those are the things that I'd like you to consider. And I've had a great morning with you. Let's see what everyone said. The job need. Yes, had a great morning with you. I hope you have had a great journaling session with me. Please do me a favor if you are seeing this for the first time. Please, on the replay, let me know what you thought of this video, and I will be back on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more journaling and discussion. I hope that you have a great day. I plan on having a great day. Great card. My piece says, my mind was racing with my work to do list, making it restless, sleepless nights. Okay. I'm learning to shift gears and my mindset, and part of it is by journaling. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm glad that this is working for you. Very good. Yeah, that is a great card. That was a great card. Yeah. So keep on journaling and we'll be in touch. My piece. We've got to catch up. Thanks. This was awesome. Going to get to work. All right. All right, Dr. Crystal. I appreciate you all for coming in. Catherine, my piece, Dr. Crystal. If there's anybody else who came in and I didn't see you, thanks for joining the community of journalers. And take care of yourself. Yep, take care of yourself. And I will see you again on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care. Be well. Sending much love and good vibrations to you. Bye.